What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Chalk TCG back at it again with another deck profile. So let me give you a little backstory on a little bit of a hiatus I've been taking with Yu-Gi-Oh lately. So I've been playing a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh. It's mainly been like remote duels. I've been playing some Omega and some DB and stuff like that. Well, to be quite frank, me and this girl started dating about 8 months ago or so, and I just honestly haven't had the time. Before, I was going to locals every Saturday, and I'm with this girl, and she has a little 3-year-old boy, 3.5-year-old, and my weekends aren't really mine that much anymore, which is fine. I love them both to death, so I haven't been able to get into Yu-Gi-Oh as much. But the exciting thing is, I have been on second shift for a while, and I am going to be switching to first probably the next week or two. And when I do that, I will be able to start going to the locals, Legends Sports Cards and Games, out in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I'll be able to start going there and playing my locals and doing that type of deal there. It's Thursday night, so I'm going to start being able to do that, which I am more than excited for. So, yeah, I just, it's been a lot going on, but I'm committed to playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I want to grow this YouTube channel, and I want to do more than just deck profiles. I really do. Maybe I'll learn how to start, like, doing YouTube videos and start making like dueling book videos on me playing my decks and whatnot, and stuff like that. Maybe get back into streaming a little bit. But anyways, that's enough preamble. It's already been 2 minutes. Let's get into this video. Right now I have Mitsurugi Fiendsmith. The deck plays pretty well, obviously. I'm nothing new there. I did sell a lot of my cards. I'm getting some new cards for this new Mitsurugi brew that I want to play, that I think is just really good. And you'll have to stay tuned for a YouTube video on that very shortly. The cards are in the mail because I got the Lansing, Michigan Regionals April 25th that I want to go to. And I'm going to go to that one. So I need to have the deck in order to do it. But before I break down my Fiendsmith Mitsurugi deck, before I break it down and move on to something new, I want to make a video showing off kind of how I ran this deck. Maybe get some pointers, tips, and hints to like people that want to build the deck, or maybe you guys already have the deck and you want to give me tips and hints that would help me elevate the deck. But without further ado, enough rambling. I'm on a tangent now how I planned it. Let's get into this. So we'll start with the main deck. So for the main deck, we are running one Saji, one Kusanagi. You gotta play both. And then we're running two Aramasa. Should be three. I don't know if it should be three. I like two. I think two's fine. Maybe you add the third one in just because, like, you do run out of bodies to search pretty quickly, especially if, like, you hard open, like, the Purification, or you hard open, like, you just hard open a couple. You don't have a lot of searches when you tribute your guys, but right now I think 4 little guys is fine. Armasa is just a starter, so that's why you run it at 2. And then we run the 1 Night Sword Serpent. I just like it. I like being able to make rank plays if, like, you don't really need the Night Sword. Like, if you don't really need to dump the Armasa because you had a normal summon it, or you already hard opened Futsu or something like that. Or you're hard opened Futsu or Habakiri, or you have with Purification hands, stuff like that. You don't really need to do that. It's nice to send this one and get the value without taking a search target for the rituals out of the deck. And then I am running triple Manju of the 10,000 hands. I love this card. I think it's so good in the deck because it gets you what you need. Like, you normal summon Saji, that just gets you a spell, which might not be impactful. You use Aramasa, that could get you Habakiri, which could get you into your plays, but at the same time, what if you already have Habakiri? Manju is just so good because it searches ritual spell or it searches one of the ritual monsters. It's just, I think it's really good. I really do. And then I'm not breaking any barriers here. Nothing crazy. One Habakiri. We got 2 Murakumo. And we got the 1 Futsu. I think these ratios are perfect. I don't think you want to run more than 2 Murakumo. And I don't think you want to run more than 1 Futsu. I think this is perfect. Obviously, you want to run 3 Habakiri. You can't do that anymore. So this is the best we can do with what we got. And I don't mind it at all. I think it works perfect. And then we're running triple prayers. I need to pick up 2 more ultra prayers, but right now this is what I got. Really good card. I'm not gonna go into depth about like prayers and ritual. It's just you've been playing the game, you know how the cards work. Ritual, really good card too. It just, you know, just really good card. When you hard open Murakumo and you go Habakiri to search Saji, and you add Ritual to hand, you summon Murakumo. They can't ash it, and then Murakumo does Murakumo things. Raigeki on legs, good card. And then no surprises here. Running the triple pre-prep. Just insane. My favorite thing about this deck is running triple pre-prep and then hard opening the 1 mirror. I think that is like the coolest thing about this deck is that it has a hard brick that if you hard open the mirror, you just lose the game. And it's not like you can get mirror to graveyard off of some card because pre-prep doesn't add the ritual spell from graveyard to hand. It just adds the monster from deck in hand, which is a really cool mechanic that makes pre-prep feel really good. And then we run the 1 purification. I can't cut the traps. The traps are just so good. Like, I think just having an Omni Negate is insane. That also it's an Omni Negate that gets you advantage and can Raigeki your opponent's board when you summon back the Murakumo to Raigeki. It's just good. And plus, its affecting graveyard is not bad either. If like you get into a grind game, you normal summon a card, and now you can re-summon Murakumo to Raigeki again by attributing the card that you normal summoned. Like, I just think the grind game, everything about it, really good. Now for Fiendsmith, we're running 3 Engraver. Mandatory. I see some people running a very small package where they run like 1 Engraver, 1 Lacrima, 1 Tract, 1 Lurie, shit like that. I like to have oomph with the decks. Like, if I'm putting Fiendsmith in the deck, it's because I think Mitsurugi, pure Mitsurugi is lacking something that Fiendsmith can, you know, add to it. Add to the end boards. I think DDD is a hell of a card. A lot of decks still struggle against it. Desiree is a hell of a card. I think decks still struggle against it. I think you have to run the triple. I don't think having a smaller package is nearly as good as having the bigger package. And then I'm running the 2 Tract. I'm running 1 Lacrima, 1 Lurie, and 1 Paradise to round out the Fiendsmith portion of the main deck. I don't think anything is really too crazy. I think everything's just kind of self-explanatory for the most part. There's already a decent amount of normal summons, so I don't think I need to run multiple Lacrima. I think everything works exactly how it should. And now for the non-engine, we have room for 3, 6, 9, 12 non-engine in a 42 card deck, which I think is pretty decent, if you ask me. And I like how this is all running. 3 Fua. I think Fua in main is mandatory. I think it's too good. And then this is kind of controversial. We're running 3 Perulia in main. Yes, it could be like Imperm or Valor or Bell in main. Nib Drolls with something else. You know, it could be a lot of other things. I just think being able to see more cards is better because Fiendsmith Mitsurugi is one of them decks where the more cards you have, the more plays you have. Like, some decks only have a couple pushes. Fiendsmith Mitsurugi has a lot of pushes that, like, just having more cards lets you do more stuff. Like, Mirror's a brick if you only have 1 Mitsurugi monster, main deck monster in hand. But if you have 2 of them in hand, Mirror is not a bad card anymore. And I think that's something you got to think about when you're building your deck. And I think having the extra draw power is good, especially against a lot of, like, Radiant Typhoon, summons from hand a few times. It's not bad. A lot of decks summon from hand a few times, so I think it's decent. People are running the Azamina stuff with Diabell Star. That's going to be 1 draw, plus the normal summon is 2 draws. It's a pot of greed now. Then running triple Ash Blossom. No surprise here. Ash is Ash. Stops the draws. Then we're running triple Droplet. Magnet Warrior is a deck. Fiendsmith Magnet Warrior that just summons the Mitsurugi Beast deck. Other times, it's just nice to dodge the... It's nice to have a card that dodges Draco Tail traps in your main deck that also has better use. Like, Double Cyclone, yeah, that dodges, but, like, do you really want to main deck Double Cyclone into any other deck? Probably not. But I don't mind having Droplet in the main because obvious reasons. And then so that was the main deck. It is 42 cards. I don't know if there's anything I would change. I don't think so. But if you have any recommendations, I'm always glad to hear them. And now for the extra. Running 2 Requiem. I don't have the Fiendsmith Lacrima, so in placeholder, I just ran a second Requiem. It could be anything. There's probably way better cards that you could run over Requiem, but it is what it is. And then we're running 1 Sequence, 1 Desiree. Yeah, you just run them. Running the 1 Agnomide, the 1 Necroquip, and the 1 DDD. I like all these cards. Necroquip is how you do the DDD line without the Fiendsmith Lacrima. But I think everything has a use case. Drawing off of this is really good too. And then for the Link 2s, no surprise here. IPSP, just really good cards. IP's really good with Futsu that lets you bring a guy back, and then you can immediately get off so you don't have to put any of your rituals in graveyard until you're ready to put them in graveyard. So, just thoughts. And then 1 Dynamundo. Dynamundo is really good. I don't make it very often, but it is good for like when you don't have the craziest end board and you do need to like normal and Ash with your Murakumo and link off into Dynamundo so that your Murakumo can be live on your opponent's turn if you don't have any searches. Like, it does have use cases. And then for the rank 4s, run 1 Dugaris, 1 Exciton Knight, draw, and then this also outs towers by doubling Murakumo's attack to 64. And then Exciton Knight is really good. Just, it's a good card with the board wipe. But really, it's a light fiend, and you know what that does. And then and these are 3 more flex spots. So there's 4 flex spots in that extra deck. 1's the second Requiem, which I guess 3 because you would run Fiendsmith Lacrima. But this is like the most controversial one is Tornado Dragon. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. If you're able to make Tornado Dragon and hit a Radiant Typhoon, Trap, or back row or something, hit Draco Tail back row, it could come up, especially like when they go set Rahu and you have Tornado Dragon. Now you can pop one of the back row. I don't think that's a terrible use. And then you run the 1 Typhon. It's just Typhon. I don't know. It's yet to win me a game, but I still believe in it. I still like having a big body bounce. And then I run Chaos Angel. I don't think Chaos Angel is really a flex spot just because you can make a light and dark Chaos Angel really easy with Engraver plus any of the other guys. Any of the little Mitsurugis. So I think Chaos Angel is really good, which is a good reason to play the deck. And then for the side deck, we are running double Droll. Droll, good card. Love it. Triple Bell. I think Bell's really good against the Draco Tail trap still. So it's like give Ash and Bell to stop Draco Tail. I think that's decent. And then triple Nib. Nib is just really good again. A lot of people weren't respecting Nib, so it really put in work. People are respecting it now, but I still think it's really good. And it doesn't hurt to have it, especially against Malice, where you're probably not setting in Lancey, because Lancey is only good against Malice, and Malice isn't really running around rampant anymore. So I think Nib is just a good counter to that. Not the best, but not the worst. We're running 1 Wosu for Towers decks. maybe another Surge. It's just, you never know. You just never know. You just want to be prepared for anything. And, like, maybe they have Dragoon on field. And now you need a Wosu tribute the Dragoon. And then last 6 is we're running triple double Cyclone. I do think that Dragotail is a tough matchup because of Flame. And Cyclone just helps you dodge it. You just want as many ways to play as possible. And Cyclone, unfortunately, is a way to play. So you have to play it. And then we run the Holy Trifecta. We got Talent, Called By, and Crossout. I'm not the biggest fan of Crossout, but I run a lot of hand traps in the deck. So it's like, why not put the Crossout in there? You know? And then Talent is Talent, and Called By is Called By. But anyways, that is my, without further ado, that is my deck profile for Fiendsmith Mitsurugi. I enjoy playing the deck a lot. It's a lot of fun. I got a new brew coming that I am going to be taking to regional. I'm not taking this to the regionals, but I think it's not bad, especially for a budget version. I know the best budget version of a Mitsurugi deck is Sky Striker Mitsurugi. I understand that. I'm just not a fan of the Sky Striker cards. It makes me want to puke. Just don't like Sky Striker. It's just too slow. I like grind decks, just a little too grindy for my liking. But anyways, this has been Chalk TCG with another Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you feel inclined to do any of those. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that tunes in and views the videos. I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day, and I hope you guys had a good Easter. Bye-bye.